Hi, welcome to my channel. I decided to make a very quick coloring project in S.Fenech mini book. Link to the flip through of this Gothic book I will post down in the info box, and I selected for today Beauty and the Beast picture, but I simply call it for myself Troll Girl. I really enjoy how quickly I managed to finish this picture, but honestly, to keep this book flat on the table in order to be able to film video and then to take pictures was simply a nightmare. I think that during the whole coloring process I was more concerned about keeping book flat than about color choices, shading and so on. But I hope that you will forgive me if something um, will be a little bit unfocused or a little bit out of the frame. I hope that for the next projects I will be more fortunate. And the good thing is that the book has a very nice sturdy binding. I pressed so hard on this binding, so first I was concerned that book will be falling apart, but everything keep very strong. I haven't damaged the book binding. As it's a new book for me, I wanted to color with both Prismacolors and Polychromos in order to decide which ones are better. I know that book is similar to the book which I have in my other book by S.Fenech, Fairy Tales, but I still wanted to test both brands and then to decide. As paper is quite thin, and when I color with polychromos on this paper, I tend to press too hard. I quite often is very heavy-handed with my pencils. I put a protective sheet of thick paper under my picture in order to protect the next picture in the book. I started with polychromos color combo. I decided that all trolls will be gray-green, and that's why for the basic skin tone I selected Earth Green Polychromos. Lovely pencil, one of my favorites. I imagine that light source will be in the left upper corner, so that's why the left side of the troll's head will be slightly lighter and right side will be darker. For the shading, I decided to use Nougat. I think that brown-green is a nice color combo for the troll's skin. Also for the right side, for the slightly darker green skin tone, I will be using chromium opaque green. For the troll, which is on the forefront, the lightest areas on the face will be his eyebrows and also tip of his nose and thin line along the nose. The darkest area will be shadow from the nose and also area where hand of the girl casts shadow on the top of the head. If you prefer to color with Prismacolors, in Prismacolor set there are a lot of beautiful gray-green colors, all suitable for doing green skin tone. I selected jade green as my basic color. I covered the face of the third troll, and I was a little bit afraid that troll looks considerably different from the first two trolls. Color is much colder and more close to the gray. I decided that I wanted to add a light touch of jade green on the cheeks of the first troll. In this way I a little bit united both parts of the picture. Then I did shading using beige sienna and also French grey colors. And then I realized that I still want skin to be more yellowish. That's why on the last step I added sap green light. And in this way this troll started to look more similar to his first two brothers. I have no preference between Prismacolors and Polychromos on this paper. I can work with both brands. Just like in Fairy Tales by S.Fenech, I finished one picture with Polychromos, I did one picture with Prismacolors, and the third one I mixed colors and I even used neocolors, so paper is thin, but tooth of paper isn't bad, and it's quite possible to use all pencil brands. I think that next time I will try to use Inktense. Behind the girl and trolls there is some kind of stone wall with carved ornament, and I will be covering it with Prismacolors. Softer pencils help to cover big areas quicker. As light is coming from above, area directly behind the girl will be the darkest. And also I think that she will simply look better on the dark background. First I did shadow with 70% cool grey Prismacolor pencil, and then gradually going to the upper part of the wall I switched to 50% cool grey. In the middle part of the wall I left uncolored area. Then I decided that I need to deepen shadows to make better contrast, especially in the lower part of the wall and around the girl, and I used Polychromos black pencil. For the carved ornament I used slate grey. You know that I love slate grey Prismacolor. It's beautiful bluish green color, quite unique. When I color ornament, I am not very careful, not very precise. I simply want to show that there is some carved ornament on the stone surface, but I don't want to color it with many details in order not to distract attention from the girl and trolls on such a small picture. On the last step I decided to add some light reflections. I used Polychromos cream. I added a little bit of yellow, a very light pressure on the pencil in the middle part of the wall, above the girl's head, and also on cheeks and eyebrows of trolls. Second part of this video will be dedicated to coloring girl, so I hope to see you in the second part.